Ever wondered how the East and West first connected? How did cultures, ideas and goods from China reach Rome or vice versa? The answer lies in the legendary Silk Road. Picture this: a vast, intricate network of overland and maritime trade routes stretching for thousands of miles across desolate deserts, towering mountains and vast seas. A network not of asphalt and concrete, but of shifting sands and rolling waves, in operation for over 2,000 years. This is the Silk Road, a camel-powered superhighway that united worlds as diverse as China, Rome, India and Southeast Asia. Contrary to its name, the Silk Road was not a singular path, but a complex tapestry of routes weaving through the heart of Asia and reaching out to the far corners of the known world. Established in 130 BCE during the reign of China's Han Dynasty, this network became the lifeblood of global commerce, pumping goods, ideas and cultures from east to west and back again. Silk, as you might have guessed, was a hot commodity, alongside spices, precious metals and other luxury goods, but the Silk Road was not just a conduit for material wealth. It also transported intangible treasures: religion, philosophy, language and revolutionary ideas that would shape the course of human civilization. These journeys were not for the faint-hearted. Traders embarked on perilous treks that spanned several months, crossing barren wastelands and braving harsh climates. But the rewards were immense. The Silk Road connected Han China with the Roman Empire, the Islamic world, India and Southeast Asia, creating a vibrant multicultural tapestry of human interaction. Yet the Silk Road was more than just a route for commerce or a bridge between East and West. It was a catalyst for change, sparking revolutions in art, science and thought as it transformed the world. The Silk Road was not just a route for commerce, but a bridge that connected diverse cultures, philosophies and technologies. The Silk Road's lifeline was the caravan, the desert ship powered by the indomitable camel. This vast network of trade routes was no mere walk in the park. It was a grueling, months-long journey across inhospitable terrains, deserts that burned like a furnace by day and froze like an icebox by night, treacherous mountain passes and vast, relentless seas. But the heroes of this story, the veritable rock stars of the Silk Road, were the camels. Now let's not confuse these creatures with the single-humped, dromedary variety you might find in the Sahara. No, the Silk Road was the domain of the Bactrian camel, a hardy, two-humped beast that was the backbone of the caravan. These ships of the desert were perfectly engineered for the harsh journey. Their broad, tough hooves were ideal for the shifting sands. Their humps stored fat to provide energy during the long treks between oases, and their thick coats protected them from the bitter cold of desert nights and high-altitude winds. The caravan served as a lifeline, an island of civilization in the vast sea of wilderness. It was a mobile marketplace, a travelling city, if you will. Merchants, guides, cooks, guards, and of course the camels moved as one, carrying goods, tales and cultures across continents. It was a symphony of human endeavour, a testament to our collective will to explore, to trade and to connect. The camels were more than mere beasts of burden. They were partners, comrades in the face of adversity. Their resilience and fortitude were unmatched, their importance unparalleled. They were the steam engines of their time, the jumbo jets of the desert, the unsung heroes of the Silk Road. These caravans, powered by their trusty camels, were the arteries of the Silk Road, pumping life, trade and culture across the body of the ancient world. Without the caravan, the Silk Road would have remained a dream, a mirage in the desert. Along the Silk Road, oasis cities sprung up, flourishing on the wealth brought by the caravans. These were not mere pit stops or refueling stations, but vibrant urban centres that burgeoned into cosmopolitan hubs of commerce, culture and life. Take Samarkand, for instance. A city that once was a small watering hole in the arid desert transformed into a grand metropolis, its skyline punctuated by towering minarets and glittering domes. The city's bazaars buzzed with the chatter of merchants haggling over bales of silk, bags of spices and blocks of jade, their voices a symphony of different languages. Then there was Bukhara, another gem of the Silk Road. It was a city where one could lose themselves in the labyrinthine streets lined with merchant mansions, their walls whispering tales of lucrative trades and far-off lands. The air was heavy with the fragrance of exotic spices, mingling with the rich aroma of freshly brewed tea, a sensory testament to the city's bustling trade. And let's not forget Xi'an. This Chinese city was the eastern terminus of the Silk Road, a gateway between the East and the West. Its markets were a riot of colours and sounds, a melting pot of cultures where a Roman trader could easily rub shoulders with an Indian merchant or an Arabian sailor. These cities were more than just trade hubs. They were melting pots of diverse cultures where people from different corners of the globe lived, worked and interacted. They were places where a merchant could learn a new language, sample a foreign cuisine, or discover a new philosophy while negotiating a trade deal. These urban hubs, teeming with life and activity, were a testament to human resilience and ingenuity. They were a beacon of civilization in the midst of desolate landscapes shining brightly against the harsh desert backdrop. Each city had its own rhythm, its own character, but they all shared a common thread: the Silk Road. And so the Silk Road was more than a trade route. It was a network of cities, each with its own heartbeat, each pulsating with life and commerce. These cities were the heartbeats of the Silk Road, pulsating with life and commerce. The Silk Road was more than a physical highway. It was a conduit for cultural exchange. This sprawling network of trade routes was not simply a means of moving goods from one point to another, but a remarkable catalyst for the diffusion of art, religion, philosophy, language and technology across continents. Imagine the bustling bazaars, alive with the vibrant colours of silk and spice, humming with a multitude of languages. Here traders from distant lands haggled, bartered and exchanged not only physical goods, but ideas and knowledge. The Silk Road was a melting pot of cultures, a place where the East met the West, and where the known world was irrevocably shaped by the collision of diverse civilizations. Art was one of the many vehicles of cultural exchange. Intricate designs from the East were woven into the tapestries of the West, while the Roman love for portraiture influenced far-flung artists across Asia. The Silk Road was a canvas on which the world painted its shared heritage, a testament to the power of human creativity. But it wasn't just art that made the journey. Religion, too, travelled along these dusty trails. Buddhism, Islam, Christianity and Zoroastrianism were carried across vast distances, each finding new followers and influencing societies in profound ways. The Silk Road was a spiritual superhighway, a path that allowed faiths to spread and flourish. And then there was the exchange of scientific knowledge. The East shared the secrets of papermaking, the abacus and gunpowder. The West, in turn, brought its understanding of astronomy and mathematics. The Silk Road was a university without walls, a place where the world's greatest minds could share their discoveries and drive the progress of human civilization. Language, too, made its way along the Silk Road. Chinese, Sanskrit and Arabic were spoken, written and learned by traders, scholars and pilgrims, fostering understanding and bridging cultural divides. Cultural exchange along the Silk Road forever changed the world, fostering a global exchange of ideas and knowledge. It was a testament to the power of human connection, proof that when we come together, we can create something truly remarkable. The Silk Road, for all its glory, also had a dark side. This majestic trade route, while a conduit for the exchange of goods and ideas, also played host to some of history's most catastrophic events. One of the most devastating tragedies that traversed the Silk Road was the Black Plague. Originating in Asia, this deadly disease hitched a ride on merchant ships and camel caravans, silently slipping into new territories. As traders and travellers unknowingly carried infected fleas and rats along the Silk Road, the plague spread like wildfire. It eventually reached Europe in the mid-14th century, decimating nearly half of the continent's population. This catastrophic pandemic is a chilling reminder of the unintended consequences of such widespread connectivity. Yet the spread of disease was not the only dark chapter in the Silk Road's history. The trade route also served as a pathway for the brutal and relentless Mongol invasions led by Genghis Khan. Starting in the early 13th century, Mongol warriors exploded westward along the Silk Road. Their horseback raids led to the conquest of vast territories stretching from Asia to Europe. Cities that once thrived from Silk Road trade were left in ruins, their populations slaughtered or enslaved. In the wake of these invasions, the Silk Road became a conduit for fear and destruction. Once bustling markets fell silent, oasis cities crumbled, and the once vibrant exchange of cultures was replaced by a chilling echo of devastation. This period of violence and turmoil marked a stark contrast to the Silk Road's earlier periods of prosperity and cultural diffusion. Yet, despite these dark chapters, the Silk Road's legacy is not solely one of devastation. Its story is a complex tapestry woven from threads of both triumph and tragedy, prosperity and pain. For better or worse, it shaped the world as we know it today, leaving an indelible mark on the annals of history. The Silk Road was a double-edged sword, bringing both prosperity and devastation. Its story serves as a poignant reminder of the power and peril of human connectivity, a lesson as relevant today as it was over 2,000 years ago. The Silk Road may seem like a relic of the past, but its spirit lives on today. Imagine the Silk Road as a phoenix rising from the ashes of bygone eras, reinventing itself to meet the demands of the modern world. The spirit of the Silk Road is embodied in China's Belt and Road Initiative, a grand plan that seeks to revive the centuries-old trade routes. This 21st century Silk Road is not a dusty trail marked by camel hoof prints, but a sprawling network of railways, highways, pipelines and shipping lanes. It's a bold venture that spans continents, covering Asia, Europe and Africa, and connects over 60 countries. That's almost a third of the world's total nations, if you're keeping count. In place of camels and caravans, imagine titanic cargo trains and massive freight ships chugging and sailing across the globe. These modern-day ships of the desert transport a vast array of goods, from electronics and machinery to clothes and foodstuff. This isn't just about silk and spices anymore. It's about global commerce on an unprecedented scale. Yet the Belt and Road Initiative is not without its controversies. Critics argue it's a strategic move for China to assert its global dominance, while others raise concerns about environmental impact and debt sustainability for participating countries. It's a complex web of geopolitics and economics, mirroring the intricate dynamics of the original Silk Road. Despite these challenges, the Belt and Road Initiative reflects the enduring spirit of the Silk Road. It's about connection, exchange, and transformation. It's about the journey of ideas, cultures, and goods across borders, fostering a sense of shared destiny among diverse nations. The Silk Road, a testament to human ingenuity and resilience, continues to shape our world, reminding us that our interconnected past was the worst,